This is a First Alert Weather Special Report.
Meteorologist Craig Allen with your First Alert weather. It is snowing outside in the city. It is snowing all throughout our tri-state region right now. But if it's going to snow, this is the kind of snow that you don't mind, right? Because it's not sticking to the city streets, at least not the heavily traveled ones. In fact, most of the sidewalks are okay. This is the kind of snow during the daytime hours with temperatures right around the freezing mark, where it sticks, as we say, on the colder surfaces. And you can see that right here in our little tree gardens. That's where it is sticking, and the same thing across the street. Also on the tops of the cars here, I see it coming on down. And that's about it for the city. Anywhere from a coating to maybe an inch of snow in some areas, basically on the colder surfaces. 32 is where we're at right now. Now, as the sun continues to set, we will lose any of that brightness of the afternoon, obviously. And if it is still snowing at that point, then it could start sticking to some of the secondary roads, some of the less heavily traveled streets. But the wind is south-southeast at 9. That's very important. It's not northeast to keep the cold air in. It's south-southeast coming up from a warmer direction off the water. Here's the snow right now, all in the whites and blues, as you could see, and it covers all the island north of 78, all of New Jersey into the Hudson Valley, Poconos, Catskills, and definitely Connecticut as well. So everybody getting some snow right now. We were looking at some of the earlier reports that were showing that anywhere from about a half an inch to an inch of snow being reported in some of the colder areas north and west of the city in New Jersey and parts of the Hudson Valley. But this is also something that I want you to notice, and that is rain. The rain-snow line is starting to creep north already. It's made its way on up through Ocean County and into Monmouth County, too, and it's starting to make its way on up towards the city. So later this evening, with that wind off the water, this warmer air is likely to change the snow over to maybe a brief period of sleet, but then go over to rain. That will happen across all of the rest of New Jersey, the city, all 5 boroughs, Long Island, and maybe the coast of Connecticut and the Sound Shore area of Westchester County. Not for those of you, though, on north of 287 or west of 287. It'll take much longer. And the same thing holds true once you start getting on up to Interstate 84. It will take even longer than that. So these are the areas that are under a winter weather advisory in purple. Notice how it covers most of 287, north of west of 287, all of Connecticut, including the coast, in this particular winter weather advisory. And these areas of pink here, these are winter storm warnings, because this is going to be an area not so much for the big areas of snow, but also ice on top of the snow that makes its way on up into northern sections of Connecticut. So this is the way we break it down. We're under a first alert weather day today for sure. For today, snow, sleet, freezing rain, going over to rain. That is the general trend. Several inches of snow in our northern and western suburbs. It changes over to heavy rain for those of you that will be driving around for your Saturday night plans. And there's still a wintry mix north and west. So for those of you that are watching right now, up across the Hudson Valley, northwest New Jersey, interior Connecticut, it's going to be very icy. You really have to take it slow, and you may even want to reconsider the plans all around. For the remainder of this afternoon into this evening, the moderate to heavy snow. Again, it's not sticking on the main roadways just yet. Saturday evening, Saturday night, in other words, within a few hours from now, it will go over to rain. Areas from the city on south, but on Sunday, we've got another batch of precip that's coming up into the area. It will be mainly rain. In fact, the temperature is going to soar tomorrow, may even get up to around 50 in some areas, but not north and west. That's where the ice will linger into the afternoon. Poconos, Catskills, a big area of ice. It could be technically called an ice storm, not just some freezing rain, because you're going to have some pretty big ice in these areas here, well north and west of the city, but it's going to be kind of treacherous for a while. So on Futurecast now, the rain-snow line is getting closer by about 6 o'clock, within an hour from now, and the rain-snow line should push north of the city through the south shore of the island a little whiles after that, maybe another hour, hour and a half, 2 hours after that. There's your line of transition right along Interstate 80. And here's your snowfall across northern New Jersey. It continues in the Hudson Valley and Connecticut. Now, 10 o'clock tonight, mostly rain for us. Still snow, sleet, and freezing rain north of Interstate or towards and north of Interstate 84. A little lull. And then another round of precip is coming back. But by that time, temperatures already above freezing here across the city and all coastal areas. So we get our next round of rain. Our next round of precip for tonight is rain for the city. But notice all the pink that goes on through the Hudson Valley again and into Connecticut. Freezing rain. That's the big concern. Not just sleet, but freezing rain. Sticking to the ground, sticking to the trees and the power lines. Look at Sunday, 11 o'clock. After breakfast and into lunchtime now, another area of rain for areas of New Jersey, the Hudson Valley, rather the lower Hudson Valley, City, Long Island. It's all rain. As a matter of fact, it could be heavy rain, and our temperatures start to get close to 50, but not you. You're still up around 32 degrees. Pike, the Catskills, the Poconos, Liberty, Newburgh, and all the way on north, Sullivan, Ulster County. This is heavy rain. Now you're getting into another kind of precipitation. We're not just talking about snow, sleet, freezing rain, and anything icy in this case. Now, by late Sunday afternoon, it's so mild and there's so much, I guess a good word would be volatility out there, we could get thunderstorms. How about that? So we've added that. It's almost like putting in the kitchen sink until this whole thing gets out of here about 9:30. So in terms of precip and how much snowfall, 1 to 3. But again, this whole area here is looking like it's 1 inch or less on the colder surfaces, and certainly south of 195. You're not going to see very, very much. It's already changing over to rain for you. The difference, though, is north of 287, up towards 84, 3 to 7 on the colder surfaces, followed by ice. That's the problem with Sunday. It's a first alert weather day tomorrow as well because of the icing in the northwest suburbs with ice anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Think about that. That much ice on some of the trees and the power lines, that'll bring them down so easily. That's a problem. Plain rain elsewhere, heavy rain, so we've got flooding to deal with there. This number, a number like this, I have not seen for some of our northern and western suburbs. This is not just freezing rain. This is ice storm level here when you start getting back towards northwest New Jersey and into, as I said, the Poconos and the Catskills. That's our biggest concern. No ice here. No ice on the island, the city, or the rest of New Jersey or the Connecticut coast. But those of you in the northwest suburbs, really be careful. Have the generators ready if you have one. Dangerous travel, lots of tree damage, especially the branches, but maybe even the whole tree, too, because of the gusty winds that'll pick up and scattered power outages in your area. What we're talking about in terms of rainfall for tomorrow is anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches. That causes local flooding on top of the melting snow that you have in those areas, followed by, now you've got a high wind warning for most of New Jersey. This wind watch, high wind watch, may very well get upgraded to a high wind warning, at the very least a wind advisory. So now we've got strong winds. Watch this, on top of the trees that may have ice on them and the very saturated ground. Gusts over 30, 40, 50 miles per hour at times, all throughout our region as we go through Sunday night and on into Monday. That's Monday afternoon. Monday evening, it's still gusting, and Monday night, it is still gusting as well. But it is starting to finally calm on down. 35 is our low for tonight. It changes over to rain, but stays icy in the northwest suburbs. And then for tomorrow, there's your 50. Periods of rain. It's icy early in the northwest suburbs, and it really could be significant. Again, how many times can I say that? But it could be very significant icing for the far northwest suburbs. The rest of us get up to 50. And one more thing before I show you the 7-day. This is for the middle and latter part of the upcoming week. There's a ton of cold air coming down for next week. You've got a storm developing offshore. If this is the position of the storm, a very significant snowstorm is likely, even for the city, up and down the I-95 corridor here. All the models show it, but they don't show it in the same place. That's why we can't come out with any confidence right now and predict any kind of snowfall amounts for the area. But I would say it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Here's your 7-day forecast, and we've got 50 for tomorrow with rain, freezing rain well inland. Monday, it's nice. Tuesday, it's nice, but boy, is it cold both those days. And then Wednesday, increasing clouds right on into Thursday. It is another first alert weather day for the possibility, not a guarantee, not yet, but the possibility of heavy snow on Thursday and then clearing out and staying cold. We're going to keep you updated right on through the rest of the evening. Next update will be at 6 o'clock. And of course, CBS New York, our newscast will be at 7 following golf and then at 11 tonight.
This has been a First Alert Weather Special Report.